Well, this may be a relatively recent rivalry, but there's plenty of history behind it nonetheless. Two big beasts of the French game, battling over bragging rights, and perhaps much more. This is Le Classique, and it is not for the faint-hearted. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
A grand old guard taking on a relatively new superpower, spiced up by history and culture of cities and people.
Well, two teams that are...
Shot, surely!
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Lahm.
Well, Olivier Giroud seems to have spent his entire career being... He's had a shot!
Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Yaya Touré. And it's Rijkaard. Alexander-Arnold. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now Yaya Touré. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Beckenbauer. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's lofted through here.
Battling for the right to play in the early stages.
Beckham. Rodri. Touré stood his ground strongly. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Beckham. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Gullit. Strong running down that left flank. Rodri. Paris Saint-Germain are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Chiellini.
Paris Saint-Germain really are packing the box now.
Yeah, it does seem to be something of a numbers game they're playing.
Well, it's exactly the right approach, Peter. If you can deliver quality balls from out wide, you need to make sure there's someone on the end of it.
Oh no, this does not look good.
And he's taking no chances there.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He's got full. Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Changes him with that pass. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's Giroud! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
It's their second corner of the game. Danger averted for now. Beckenbauer. Showing great feet there. Beckham. 30 minutes gone. Alexander-Arnold is looking to influence the game from out wide. And here's Beckham. Gullit. Gattuso. That's a cute ball. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Gattuso is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And he's being shifted off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Aimed beyond the defence. That's been slipped through. Lahm has it in a wide position, and he's managed to get rid. Beckham is always looking to break lines. Rodri. And he's forced to go back. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. Gullit has it out wide and in space. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Gattuso. That's gone loose. And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 13, Roberto Carlos.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Beckham. Le numéro
Well, I can
10.
imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life
Le numéro
sooner rather than
99.
later.
Le numéro 8, Ronaldinho. Le
The ball
numéro
goes
2,
in, he rises!
Le numéro
And
7,
kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third quarter of the game. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Rodri. Played out to the right. Paris Saint-Germain do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. Right card, running with the ball. Rodri. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rodri really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Schneider. Sané. Giroud. Goes for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So their fourth quarter of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Yaya Toure. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Yaya Toure. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in!
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Cristiano Ronaldo demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Paris Saint-Germain have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
This ended up in no man's land.
Ronaldinho.
Yaya Toure. Luis Suarez. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Lahm delivers. Rijkaard getting this one clear. Beckenbauer.
Oh, super ball.
And it's Lahm. Oh, that's nice. Oh, good.
Sane! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Knocks it into space. Sané. Bullet driving forwards. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Giroud. Distributed tidily. An instinctive delivery. Terrific header! So close to drawing level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Marseille, true.
Oh, what a mistake! The final 5 minutes. Paris Saint-Germain, moments now away from seeing this one out.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Lahm. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well read, and the danger is averted. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And this is Sané. Big chance! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. So here we are, the match that many consider to be French football's ultimate game. PSG against Marseille is a contest of contrasts. Nouveau riche against the old guard, you might even say. Whatever the background, however, the personnel on the pitch and the passion in the stands should ensure that this is a cracker. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
So here we go then, with two clubs who have had such a large share of success in French football in the recent past, but whose roots could barely be any more different.
Well, two teams that are a lot further away than normal derbies, shall we say, but it's one of these games that you know will get fiery no matter what happens, as there are so many underlying factors, Peter, as to how this rivalry came into prominence. It's almost impossible not to when there's a political and economic edge to it all.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
And here's Sané. Marseille looking to pass their way through. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living proof of the benefits of keeping it simple, Peter. He's there to win the ball, and once he does that, he's just going to play it short and stick to his position a little deeper in.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And here's Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Sané.
Oh, they could break here.
And this is Giroud. And this is Sané. Out to the right. Chance to deliver. That's a decent clearance. Good ball, good take.
He rises! Goal! Marseille!
Certain, searing, and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Marseille penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly give...
And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Alexander-Arnold is one whose deliveries we all know about. Sané, looking for the run. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
That has not gone well. Roberto Carlos charging forward down that flank. Marseille trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Great vision. Now he's got space here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Beckham. Beckham making good progress on the right-hand side. That has been knocked clear. So what can they make of this? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Paris Saint-Germain certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone.
And the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, he's the one person you wanted that to fall to, and we saw this.
Half-time getting close now. Beckham is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, good-looking ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Can he get it through? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rodri. Lobbed in behind.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Rijkaard.
Schneider.
Well, that has caused disappointment.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 21. À sa place.
So off we go once more.
Ibrahimovic.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Fired deep towards the back post.
Chooses to go back.
He's having a go! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh no, this does not look good.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos
Going full tilt down the left. Tries to get it clear. It is a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Marseille are looking to go forward now. Roberto Carlos gets over and intercepts.
Roberto Carlos.
And that's another good win of the ball.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Alexander-Arnold.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Sane going full steam down the flank.
Lovely bit of skill.
Nicely shaped ball. Rodri. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's had it nicked away. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Beckenbauer
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lahm.
Sane is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rodri. To Schneider.
Marseille couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
He's had it taken off him. And this is Giroud. Sané. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he whips it in. And that was nowhere near his best. And he's there to clear it. And here's Sané. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Marseille surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
We have
18.
got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 10. Ibrahimovic. Le numéro 8. Le numéro 24. Beckham.
Nice looking ball.
Le numéro 7.
Played into space out
Cristiano
wide.
Ronaldo. Le numéro 45. Le
Check
numéro
deals
15.
with that. Nice and
Iniesta.
simple.
Le
Chance
numéro
here to
20.
counter.
Changement.
Alexander-Arnold. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Beckenbauer. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and they can counter here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Big header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Changement en cours.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
Chance to shoot! It's a goal! Tying minutes, and we're all square again! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question...
That's that, the end. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is what you can sometimes get. There may have been no winner, but still a tremendous watch.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. And we should be in for something very special.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, there's a player on this pitch who's hard not to like. The smiling assassin, Ronaldinho. He always looks like he's having a good time, and it's mostly true because of his superb skill and imagination.
Yeah, just brilliant, isn't he? A different level.
Infectious. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Ronaldinho. Yaya Toure.
Produces the perfect tackle there. Pressing high and with purpose.
Oh, good-looking ball.
Vitinha.
And here's Ronaldinho. Closing in on goal.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Always onto this. Now this could be a chance.
Ronaldinho.
It's Gullit. Now what about a counter-attack? Now it's Messi.
Ronaldinho.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Ronaldinho.
Davids.
And it's Ronaldinho.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
First quarter of an hour gone.
Now it's Gullit.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
And it's Ibrahimovic.
Roberto Carlos
Has it out wide and in space.
Roberto Carlos delivers.
Cleared without hesitation. Can he finish? Oh, he's hit the bar!
Ronaldinho.
Neither side yet able to find the net.
Ronaldinho.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Ronaldinho.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Rodri.
Beckham is looking to influence the game from out wide. Alexander-Arnold.
For Yaya Toure.
And here's Gullit. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, it really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Played into space. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, nicely intercepted. Vitinha. Oh no, no circumvention. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can... He's having a go! And they're quick to get it back. And this is Ronaldinho. He gets big! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Alexander-Arnold. Yaya Toure. He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Now it's Gullit. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Vitinha. And it's Gullit. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's had a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rodri. Yaya Toure. Rodri. Now it's Gullit. Now it's Beckham. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Climbs up big! Tried his hardest, but the cross asked too much of him in the end.
Well, if only the calibre of the finish was as high as the calibre of the supply. I mean, that was a beautifully played cross, and it really should have seen something better on the end of it.
Here's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Changement.
There's the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Now it's Gullit, and he plays one through. Paris Saint-Germain come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And the pass is intercepted. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Cannavaro. Luis Suarez. Beckham is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Nice looking ball. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Oh, that's fabulous. Skims one in. That is a brilliant interception. Looking to play him in. It's Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! Has there ever been the like? About as smooth as it gets. Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Mali are in front now, the game's only goal. Messi! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Mali are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he was alert to it. Paris Saint-Germain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's picked out the run. And it's Rodri. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Tries to pass it through. Chiellini pinches it off him. Aims beyond the defence. It's Ronaldinho! Off the post! Beckham. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that is a nice touch. It's a threatening ball. Chance, surely! And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Luis Suarez. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's running through.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Gullit. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. Gullit. And that's a dangerous ball. Rummenigge! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Now it's Gullit. Beckham. Nicely weighted ball. That's tidy. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Iniesta. And this is Messi. And the shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Mali are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
A case now of complete control. Played into the box.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
2 minutes to be added on. Now it's Gullit. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Chers spectateurs,
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
The action has already started.
And this is Luis Suarez. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when... And a chance! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Schneider. And he's forced to go back. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well played, well played. Pull it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Schneider. Cristiano Ronaldo. Rodri. Now, who's going to be first to this? Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Vitinha does really well to win the ball there. And here's Neymar. Lovely bit of skill. Neymar has been caught there, it's a foul.